Hey everyone, Tammy here. Hope everyone's doing well on day, I don't know what this is, but I wanted to share a little bit about what we'll be doing for day one at school. But before I start that, I just wanted to talk a little bit about all of the pressure going around about having to do stuff with your kids. This is not that. What I'm trying to do is just share some ideas that I'm doing to actually relieve some pressure so that you don't need to think them up. This is just a passion of mine. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Never homeschooled before, but I taught for 13 years and I'm just so kind of happy to be back in it. Now ask me tomorrow at the end of the day how I feel. I might have a different answer. But anyway, no pressure at all, but grab a lesson plan, one if you want to, and if you just want to lay on the couch and have some chips and Pepsi, well, go ahead and do that because everyone like to each their own. We all got to get through this together, doing whatever it takes. And some days we'll be on our game and other days we just need to sit and relax, and that's totally fine. So just wanted to say that. The other thing I wanted to say is I love how there's so many live videos. I feel like the world is so connected. I have a friend, he's not even a friend, he was my neighbor growing up that lived behind me, Matt Nardoza, and he's singing and doing music every day. In the day, he's doing some music for kids, and at night, he's doing it for adults. I was just listening to some Beach Boys music before. He's got like a guitar out and everything. It's really great. So I just feel like it's so nice that everyone's pulling together and being social because we're around the same people all day and it's nice to connect online this way. Okay, so I'm actually gonna flip my phone. We're gonna walk towards my classroom. How do I flip it? Okay. So this is my cat Molly. Say hi, Molly. And here we go. So we've got our schedule up on the door. So this is the weekly schedule that I shared in the comments of the last video. And that's our weekend schedule, much less. And here's the classroom. And I'll start off just by showing you that right over here is the spot where I am going to have my lessons for the day. I think it's really important. Let me just flip back the camera. I think it's really important to be prepped so that you're not like looking for things all over the house and while your kid is just sitting there waiting. So if you have everything set up in one spot, that's a really, really good way to stay organized and get things done efficiently. And let me turn on my computer. Okay, so we're gonna start with lesson number 1. So let me flip this again. Oh man, if I flip it this way, you can't turn your phone while recording. Great, okay. So wait, let me flip it back. I'm happy it told me that, or you guys would have been watching a sideways video. So I'll be using different websites throughout my teaching journey, but Scholastic has a really great one where it's really inclusive. And so for language arts, which is the second thing I'm doing today, the first thing is just silent reading. We do that every day. Saying today meaning tomorrow, sorry. So if you go to scholastic.ca, you just go over here to Scholastic Learn at Home. This cat's really going to be in the way. And then you scroll down to the bottom and you choose your age group. Now, Noah's in grade 2, but he's, I looked at it, it was a little bit too easy. So he's going to do the 3 to 5, but you guys can venture into any grade. And I actually really, really loved day 1. It's about this girl who makes a prosthetic arm with a 3D printer and it shoots out sparkles, which really is the coolest thing. We actually just got a 3D printer a couple of weeks ago, so I think Noah's gonna be excited about that. So the first thing that you do is you just read, you click on the article and your child can read it. Now there's 2 ways to do this. They can just read it. You could print it out also. So actually there's 3 ways. Or you can do text to speech, which I think is a really nice option too.
Nothing can stop her. Jordan Reeves was born with a disability, but she says her difference doesn't hold her back. It makes her amazing. By Tricia Culligan. When Jordan Reeves was 8 years old, she couldn't wait to start a new dance class. But as she was warming up, she noticed that some of the kids were staring at her.
Okay, how do I stop it?
Was the leotard on backward? Had she spilled something on herself? Nope. The kids were looking at her left arm. It stops above the elbow. I've had to deal with people staring
So I
at me
guess
my
you
whole
can't
life.
stop it in the middle.
Jordan,
I'm trying
now
to because you get
13,
the idea.
explains.
Okay, let me just close that and go back to here for a second. Okay, so when you're done reading the article, and there's some really nice things in there about, you know, okay, really I got to get the cat out. Sorry, Molly. I'm really sorry. Say bye. Okay. Okay. So I love this. Like, what does Jordan want you to know? Talk to me, not about me. It's okay to ask me questions about my disability, but please say hi and introduce yourself to me first. So we've got everything. We've got language arts in here. We've got morals. We've got just everything. And then we're going to go into 3D printing. So this is like such a great, rich lesson I really found. So at the bottom, here's where there used to be a link here. What happened to it? Oh yeah, here. Okay. So after they've read the article, then you click over here. And what's really cool is there's a video from Jordan herself.
Oh, we're sitting in a tree.
What?
How did this happen?
My fault.
I don't know. We met up in Burbank. This is Jordan Reeves. She's my friend. And she's awesome. And you're in California just on a vacation, right?
Yep.
And out there in the world making a difference with your organization, Born Just Right. Tell me about that.
It is an organization for kids to use their physical difference to build something either.
Okay, so you get the idea. I know you all want to keep watching. She's so awesome. But I think it's so cool that we read this article about this girl, and then there's a video with the girl in it. Like Noah's going to eat this stuff up. And then after that, there's another video about the prosthetic limb that she made from a 3D printer, which segues into what 3D printing is.
Dream it, print it. Can you guess which of these items was created with a printer? If you said all of them, you're right. When you think of a printer, you probably imagine a machine that creates pictures on paper using ink. But some printers can actually make three-dimensional objects. How do these 3D printers work? First, you download or create.
Okay, and then I'm going to go a step further. And I'm going to allow Noah to create something on paper that he wants us to 3D print. And then Carl actually has a program of stuff you can look up to get printed. So then we'll just actually do something with our hands, which is really, really cool. I know not everybody has a 3D printer at home. I'm just extending this activity because I can. But I mean, even if you just do the 3 things that I said, that'll bring you to about 45 minutes. There could be, hold on, I forgot to tell you, there's a writing activity. Let me just show you again. So over here, it says to watch the video. Imagine that you have the opportunity to interview Jordan. What would you ask her? Write down 5 to 10 interview questions. Be sure to include questions about Jordan's activism. So I think, all of those activities together, that's about 45 minutes to an hour of a great language arts rich activity. So that brings me to, let's see what's next on my schedule. So then after language arts is math. And so I go into my pile over here. Now I happen to have a math book. Not everybody will, but there's a ton of printables online. I'm not only going to do printables. We will do other things with measurement and stuff. But to make it easy to start, I know that Noah was starting to learn two-digit addition and subtraction. So I've got this book and he loves this stuff. So I'm going to do a little lesson up on the board here. Right now it just says something, but I'll do a lesson about how to carry numbers and all of that. And then he'll have 2 worksheets to do and that'll conclude the math activity. And just put a little bookmark. And that's that. So that's super easy. Next we have snack, and then we have chores where, let me turn this around. So tomorrow we're going in the backyard to pick up dog poop. I know that sounds hilarious. I'm not making him pick up the dog poop, but I might make him hold the bag. So that there's going to be 15 minutes of that. Then we've got 11:15 to 11:45 outdoors. We're walking the dog and the baby. And then 11:45 to 12, we have a 15-minute music period. So every second day, so he'll alternate between music and piano. So we've got piano and piano lessons and all of that. And music, I'm going to be doing with him and Addie, where we just, as I was talking earlier about Mike Nardoza, we're going to replay some of the music that he does because it's live and fun. And I'm going to look at some other lives that are going on with music. Then 12 to 12:30 is lunch prep. We're going to prep lunch together, get them involved, then lunch and some free play. And then at 1:30, it's yoga/meditation. So let me show you what I have for that. Let me turn this around again. Okay. So don't forget this language arts activity. It was scholastic.com and I showed you how to get there. So we're going to start every yoga with this song that Noah has been doing since he's a little kid. Actually, he hasn't done it in a while, but we're going to just get started every day by singing this song. You're going to end up loving this song. It's one of those songs that's so beautiful, and just do it with your child. And I'm going to set him up actually right on the floor here. I'm going to get a yoga mat and we're going to do it together. So just like watch this video. It's so nice.
So big, 'cause I feel small in a world so big. Wondering, how do I fit in? I tell my wiggling body, my thinking mind, my racing breath that I'll be fine. 'Cause I am yoga, still and calm.
So they do the actions along with the instructor, and it's really beautiful to watch, and it's just like a song that's so catchy. You'll see.
When the world spins, my heart opens again. I can touch the sky.
Okay, so I'll stop that there. You can watch that later. Okay, so again, that's called I Am Yoga Song, and you can just, I can put all this stuff in the comments if you'd like. Following that, we're gonna do, have you guys heard of, wait. Hold on. Have you heard of the books I Am Peace, I Am Love? There's a whole series of them. We have I Am Love at home. It's such a beautiful book. Yeah, so I Am Peace is really great, and I don't have the book, and I won't have time to order it, so I'm just gonna get this lady to read it for me, and then there's a song to go with it.
Susan Verde, and today I'm going to read the book I Am Peace, written by me and illustrated by Peter H. Reynolds. There are times when I worry about what might happen next and what happened before. The thoughts in my head are like rushing water, and I feel like a boat with no anchor, being carried away. I give myself a moment, I take a breath, and then I tell myself it's all right. I feel the ground beneath my feet and steady myself. And start to notice the here and the now. My thoughts begin to settle. My mind begins to clear. I am peace.
Okay, so you get the idea, and if anybody could guess, why I chose this to start, if there's any anxiety of what's going on in the world, we need to talk about that. So I think talking about how to breathe and how to find your inner peace is really important during this time. Sometimes kids don't even let on that they're nervous, but they are, and these are good life skills anyway. I really think that it's important to do this kind of stuff throughout your day along with the academics, because I'm a firm believer of the whole child approach, which means your mind, your body, everything has to be healthy and taken care of and challenged academically, but also, doing some stuff outside, doing things for the community, doing things for your body, for yourself. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent. Okay, so next we have, after yoga, is brain teasers. So I'm going to go back to my pile of stuff. Now, brain teasers can be anything from puzzles to brain teasers that I have. I can actually screenshot stuff from this book if you'd like. But I'm going to start with, so tomorrow we're going to be doing this one, and it's just actually, you know what? I'm not going to go through it, but it's a cool brain teaser. And this one has to do with numbers. There's ones to do with letters. There's math. There's magical stuff. So I just really love this book. But again, I'm going to put a screenshot of what the brain teasers are in the comments. So that's for another half hour. And then we've got art. So we're obviously going to do a shamrock. We got to put that in the window, right? Has anybody heard about people are putting shamrocks in the window and kids are walking through the neighborhood looking for them? So just to get him in the spirit, he's going to get this fun hat and necklace. And the activity, maybe I'll actually show you online because I have it pulled up over here, and that way you can, this is just Pinterest. So this is the activity that we're doing. It's watercolor. But what I like about it is Noah's not the most artistic kid. It actually frustrates him a lot. So I like this because it really broke it down. We're going to start off making these kind of T-cross things. And then it explains how to say, like, draw these hearts. And then we go with a darker color inside. And then we go with a lighter green, leaving some white over there. And then at the end, if you have a gold marker, you can go through you can kind of go into the vines and not vines, whatever, the middle of the shamrocks and make it gold. So I have printed that out just because some kids have a hard time, Noah does, looking at a screen and then remembering what to do. So I'm going to put this like right beside him kind of thing. And then I have my paint ready. So remember, it's really important to have all your supplies ready and to think that out the night before. So paint ready, this is for a little bit of water. And this is the paper that's the type of paper that you can put watercolor on. Okay, so next we have, what's after that? Snack again. Oh, and then we have coding, and that's where I get a break and Noah goes downstairs to Carl's office and he's going to teach him some coding. And then we have outdoor again, so we'll do another walk, maybe look for some shamrocks. And then the last thing of the day is a journal. And where's my journal? So the first thing that we're going to do is, so it's just like one of these books over here, it has lined paper. And he still would like to draw a picture, I'm sure. So I'll just draw like a line there and he can draw it on top. That's fine. But of course, we need to decorate the front of our journal. So he'll make a picture or whatever. And then every day, we're just going to journal about what we did in the day, how we felt. And one day, Noah will look back on this journal of events and be like, what was that? He can show his kids, I lived through the COVID-19 virus, whatever. So that's the last thing that we'll do every day. And it's a good reflection on the day. Something else I wanted to mention, there will be times where they finish work early. And so when that happens, it's really important to have just some extra books that they're interested on hand. In here I have a bin of activities like Wonder Words. Gosh, this is still from when I was teaching. Some books that Noah actually made. He likes to make books, so he can read his own books. He can make new books. And just some white paper to draw on. Noah doesn't like coloring. He likes to draw, but if your child likes coloring, it's a good idea just to get some extra coloring sheets. And yeah. I think that's it for day one. Oh, I want to show you one more thing. Where is it? I didn't bookmark it, but it's a video about coronavirus, and I just find it's so good for kids. Okay, wait, I sent it to somebody, so I'm going to get it in the text message. Hang on. Oh, yes, here it is. Okay, let me turn this.
Nothing like an early morning jog. Phew. What? Oh, stop it. Dear Tim and Moby, I've been hearing lots of scary stuff in the news about the coronavirus. Can you tell me more about it, please? Thanks, Khalil. Sure thing, Khalil.
Viruses are tiny particles that can invade living cells. There are millions of varieties with different behaviors, shapes, and structures. Coronaviruses are one group, named for their crown-shaped
Okay,
outline.
but I just need to show you the end. It's so funny. You guys can watch it at home, but
Turn this into an excuse to target someone based on how they look. Working together is how we'll beat this thing, so let's stand up for our neighbors. Okay, I'm a sweaty mess. I gotta rinse off.
it's hilarious.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. Where are you going? I really think you're overreacting.
Anyways, okay, so that is, I gotta put it also in the, oh, it's Brain Pop. That's right. Brain Pop coronavirus, but I'll also put that in the comments. All right. So that's it, guys. That's your day one. Use as little or as much as you want. Use nothing. Doesn't matter. Just wanted to share a few things. You can do this any day. My day one can be your day one in 2 weeks from now. Doesn't matter. Thanks for watching, and I will, if there's interest, I'll continue to do these videos and you can use my stuff. Okay? Have a good night. Bye.